This is video 3. We've covered composition or design, and then we've covered line, which in some cases even more important than composition or design. And now the third most important element in your artwork is color. We are all artists, and so we find color fabulous. We love bright colors. We love slight, muted, different tones of colors. Color in the time of the coronavirus. Wow, who would have thought? But this gives us time. This gives us completed time to sit and get our techniques right. Get down to producing that artwork that you've always wanted to do. Plan it. Get all of your equipment out. Hopefully you've bought it before you went into lockdown. In my color mixing video, I go through the 6 colors and black and white that I find work the best. From 2 blues, 2 yellows, 2 reds, and as I said, black and white, from 8 tubes of paint, whether it is oil, acrylic, or watercolor, you can produce an infinity of different colors, hues, and tones. The 3 properties of color are the hue, which is the brightness, or chroma is the second one, and the value. The hue is the name of the color, and this is red, yellow, or blue, green, purple, orange, etc., etc. The brightness is the chroma, and this is the intensity of the color. And then the value is the lightness or darkness of the color. You will use these. In the previous 2 videos, I mentioned the various ways of using values and tones against each other, juxtaposed, opposite, etc., etc. Color can produce moods, and I'll show you a few examples. And the more light that is reflected, the higher the hue. Yellow has a very high value, and if you look at any yellow color, you will see that a lot of light is reflected back from yellow. Blue and red are less. And so yellow will give the illusion of light, and that's because it is reflecting the light back. Colors make you look and feel emotion. Dark colors are, the emotion is quite obvious. How do they work together to enhance the subject of your story? How are they mixed? How are you using the color? What is your mark making? Are your colors juxtaposed? Are you using complementary colors next to each other to enhance the colors? Are you using them in a harmonious way? The elements of design are one of the most important in your art making. Well, talking about color, How is This by Franz Ackermann. Wow, look at that use of color. Those intense complementary colors, supplementary colors right next to each other, the shapes of the colors as well. There you can see very, very clearly the differences in the hue, the value, the chroma, etc. And that is an acrylic on canvas. You can use colors in various ways. Here I have used colored inks. So I have used this for a woodcut, and I have started with the lighter colors, which I started with the white. You obviously cut that out first, and then building up to the dark blue. This little abstract is all about plants and therefore the color usage. There again, look at the composition and use of your negative spaces. This is a monoprint. So here I have used oil paints on glass and then printed off that. I've used exactly the same technique in this print here. So this paper was wet and then printed onto the glass after the oil paint was painted on to the glass. And from that I got two ghost images. So from the residual paint you can then get two or more images off that. Talking about the mood. So the colors that you use will create a mood. Here I was talking about illness and having to take medication. So this was muted colors, and you can see the blending of the colors to create that mood. In this painting, I was talking about tattoos and more joyful tattoos, and therefore the brighter colors, and used encaustic over that. I'm not sure whether this is a painting or a drawing. Well, I would say that it is both, and here again, quite a varied use of color to create your different moods. Two more examples by Albert Dellin. This book is a lovely book from the Saatchi Gallery. Have a look. This is oil on canvas, and look at his muted grays, whites and blacks. Just think of that mood as opposed to this one with his lovely use of primary colors. Look how cheerful, totally different. The lines are emotive, they go around, and you can see so it is not as abstract. You can see the legs of the person and possibly a dress, whereas this one is far more talking about a factory, talking about industry. Just think of the color usage in those two very different paintings, yet by the same author, same artist. Nearly said author. So I hope that that piques your interest. I hope that you are now fired up to get into your color usage, to get into your painting, to get into your drawing, to get into your sculpture. Use all of these tips, or go into the other videos that I have that will give you a lot of examples. Download the PDF, get stuck in this time where we all indoors and have to get back to basics. So use this to do the things that you love, to do the things that give you joy, to enhance your life. There we go. See you in the next video.